Hello students, welcome to Shah Academics. In this video, I am going to explain you about Class 5, Part 4, Nanha Fankar. So Nanha means young and Fankar means artist. Young artist is the meaning of this chapter. This story is about a small boy called Keshav who is 10 years old. He just learning carving from his father, and one day he got a chance to teach carving to the great king of India, Akbar. So let's move on to the video for details. The boy seated near a red square stone. He quickly muttered a prayer and took a chisel and hammer, engaged in his work. Few days before, he started carving the stone with bell and chain designs. He was carving the bell design by placing the chisel at the tip and carefully moving the hammer with his other hand. The pierced scraps of the stone from the blow of hammer make his eyes shrink often. At the same time, he also humming something. Other stonemasons also immersed in their work there. Keshav was 10 years and just now started learning carving. When his father teach him one time, he can able to carve straight and curved line designs. Of all the carvings he has done so far, making bells are difficult for him. But he was confident that one day definitely he can do fine, nice nets, creepers, plants, lotus flowers, waving snakes and walking horses designs on the stone like his father. Keshav was a 10 years old boy and he just started learning carving from his father. Initially he's carving straight and curved lines, and this time he's doing bell designs, which is very difficult for him, but still he's very confident and he don't want to give up, and he assured that he will definitely do all the curved designs like lotus flowers, waving snakes, walking horses like his father one day. Many years before his birth, his parents migrated from Gujarat and settled in Agra. That time, King Akbar was constructing a fort in Agra. His father got work there. Keshav born in Agra. He got no chance to visit his ancestral village. The streets in Agra and Sikri become his home now. Among these chisel and hammer, tuck-tuck sounds, he could not hear other sounds, even the footsteps approaching him. He was shocked on hearing a voice suddenly saying, "MashaAllah, these bells, how beautiful it is. You did it?" Keshav turned back, raised his eyes and saw a man. "Of course, I had done this. Can't you see me sitting and carving stones?" replied Keshav. "Yes, I can see, but you are looking little," the man replied, chuckling. "I am 10 years old." 10? Okay. He sat down on a big stone nearby and said, "That means you're big enough. I also participated in a battle at 13 years. So Keshav father, basically they are from Gujarat. They just settled in Agra because Keshav father got a job in the fort, which Akbar was constructing the fort in Agra. So he got the work in Agra, so he just settled in Agra. All the streets of Agra and Sikri means here Fatehpur Sikri. Agra and Sikri become his hometown now because he never visited his Gujarat. Keshav was detailing the carving. He could not hear any sounds apart from the tuck-tuck sounds of the chisel and hammer. He could not hear even a footsteps which is approaching him. Now, Keshav can see the man fully. He seems to be 30 above, medium height, wearing white coat and pajama, his hair covered with red turban. Keshav thought he's a rich man on seeing his long pearl chains on neck and rings on his fingers. Sharp nose, big eyes, a thick mustache coming from the lips. He inspects his personality the moment he pointed a carving and said, "This is not still completed." Before Keshav replied, he heard someone arriving fast. He was a palace god. "Forgive me, Majesty, I am not aware of your arrival," he replied with gasp. He turned and started at Keshav, who is confused. "Stand up, stupid. How dare you sit in front of the Majesty? Bow down and salute." Now Keshav's head bowed. He was understanding something unconsciously. He dropped the chisel down, quickly got up and stood up. "Hey, he's not the King Akbar?" As soon as this thought came, he bowed and saluted him and looked at Akbar with the look of a rabbit. But Akbar don't like the interference of the guard. He unknowingly gestured the god to leave the place. "Okay, soldier, leave us alone for some time." The god left the place, but Keshav was still confused. What to do next? whether continue carving or wait for the king's order. His heart was beating fast. Yes, this time he is not frightened because Akbar stared him smiling. "What is your name?" asked him softly. "Keshav," he replied in short. "Can you teach me carving?" Confused Keshav nodded his head fast. "Then you have to arrange chisel and hammer for me." Keshav hastily went to his father and returned with his father's chisel and hammer. In a friendly manner, Akbar sat on ground beside him and dragged a stone nearby, asked him, "Okay, tell me what to do now." Keshav doubtfully asked Akbar, "Your Majesty, can you do all this?" "Why not? I believe I can do this." Surprisingly, in a casual manner, Keshav replied, "I did not mean that. You are a big king and it does not seem right." Akbar said with a smile, "Good. Last week I helped someone to carry a mud-filled basket. Is this even more difficult thing to do?" Still Keshav in confusion. He sat next to Akbar and taught him how to hold chisel, as how his father taught him. He drew a simple design on stone with charcoal and seriously said, "Listen, carve the line carefully." Akbar placed the chisel on the stone and hit with the hammer, which made the cut deeper. No, not like this." Keshav analyzed his mistake and shown how to hit the hammer. "So this way he should hit. And one more thing, keep your eyes half closed, otherwise the pierced pieces go into the eyes." "Okay, Majesty," Akbar replied laughingly. Keshav also laughed on Akbar's reply. He totally forgot that he was sitting beside the great Indian king. He was having fun on training the adult Akbar as a small boy know nothing in carving. He was meticulous on the king who is carving the lines. If he do any mistakes, he get annoyed. When Akbar asked him, "Is it not right?" he nodded his head in dissent. Then Akbar sat leisurely watching Keshav's work. Both of them lost in their work and did not realize that other stonemasons around watching them curiously. Akbar noticed that Keshav not only carving the drawn specimen on stone. On his behalf, he is adding something to them to look beautiful. Akbar with low voice said, "One day you become a big artist. You may get a chance to work in my factory." "Factory? What type of factory?" "Just once the palace is done, people from Agra start coming here to live. Then I will build a factory. The best artists, craftsmen of my kingdom will work there. Painting artists, weavers of carpets and rugs, wood and stone carvers all work there." Keshav's face lit up. He smiled and said, "I like to work there definitely." Now Akbar got up and with smiling face he patted Keshav's shoulder and said, "Okay, you continue your work." "Your Majesty, will you come here again?" Keshav asked eagerly. "I will come definitely, Keshav." He was excited and whole day he said to all and stonemasons about his conversations with Akbar. It was night. Keshav was tired and could not sleep. He went towards his father's bed. His father said, "You become famous now." Resting his head on his father's arm, Keshav spoke softly. "The king said one day I will be a great artist. Our king is a good man." Then the father replied, "Yes." Thinking about something, Keshav asked, "Father, tell me one thing. Our emperor has more than one beautiful palace in Agra. Then why is building the city in Sikri?" Father began by remembering something. "Yes, King Akbar's Agra is a very beautiful city, but there is special reason to build a city in Sikri. When the King Akbar had no children, he went to all saints and fakirs. Finally, he came to Khwaja Salim Chishti in Sikri. The Baba said that Akbar will have not only one but 3 children. Emperor Salim Murad Dhaniyal," Keshav replied instantly. "Yes, you are right. That time Akbar had to honor Baba Khwaja Salim Chishti. He decided to build a city in Sikri." Keshav asked, "Okay, that is why he named his son as Salim?" "Yes. That is why we are all carving the stones for this new city." Keshav replied in drowsy. Father saw that his dear son slept. On hearing the father's story, Keshav gone to sleep, and this is the end of the chapter. So hope you all understood well about this chapter. Please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you.